Hello, it is 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English News for tonight. Headlines we have. The head of state sends a message of condolence to his Kenyan counterpart. Djibouti tops the podium in the races of the half marathon. At least stranded in the forest fire in China. Welcome to our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, has expressed his compassion and solidarity to his Kenyan counterpart, William Ruto. It is with shock and dismay that I learned the sad news, wrote the head of state in a telegram sent to his Kenyan counterpart. The government of Djibouti joined me in expressing their compassion and solidarity to the sister nations of Kenya and in difficulty orders of this tragedy. Noted the President of the Republic in the same document, may God spare the brotherly Kenyan people from the recurrence of such traumatic ordeals. President Guelleh also implored, reiterating his saddened condolence and assurance of his compassion and solidarity to Mr. William Ruto. Last night, a tanker loaded with gas exploded in Nairobi, causing a total of casualties and injuries, as well as considerable material destructions, including to homes and commercial establishments. Kenya gas explosion claims many victims, injured 200 people.
Gas explosion at the industrial building in Kenya's capital killed at least 2 people and injured 200 others, sending a fire smoke flame rising over home area Friday, authorities said. The date of any death and minor were confirmed of 4:30 a.m. and the toll may rise as the day breaks. Say Lee Hekimito, police chief for the Embakazi where the explosion occurred. A company was refilling gas cylinder when the fire started and badly damaged the building where the company was based. Governor spokesman Zach Morin said the fire started around midnight and the firefighters Friday morning were still putting out flames that had spread to nearby warehouse. The initial causes of the fire was unknown. Nairobi resident who took several videos of the fire with their phones, where he speaking in person, told some of them screaming. The proximity of the industrial company to residents raised a question about the investment of city plans. Officially, the county government have been accused of taking bribes to overlook building codes and regulation.
The Secretary of State for Sports, in collaboration with the Athletics Federation, sponsored by Djibouti Telecom, organized the 23rd edition of the Djibouti International Semi-Marathon, which began with the 5-kilometer and 10-kilometer races. A number of athletes from Ethiopia, Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Somalia took part in the 21-kilometer Djibouti International Half Marathon. The half marathon was won by the Armed Forces athlete Muhammad Ismail Fattah with a time of 1 hour 2 minutes, and the second place by the Coast Guard athlete Adam Wabedar, with third place going to the Tanzanian. The 2024 half marathon was presided over by the Secretary of State for Sports Hassan Kamil Muhammad, and was attended by the Director of the Mani, Misa Hibo Mahamoud, and the Commander of the Coast Guard, Colonel Wais Umar Boghori. The International Half Marathon is organized annually in Djibouti, and lately the Djiboutians have been topping the podiums thanks to their hard work and the IOJ grant. For his part, Colonel Wais Omar Boghorre, commander of the Coast Guard, thanked all the players and this beautiful petitioners. He thanked the Secretary of State for Sports for organizing this big event and for has started this initiative, and he congratulated all the winner team and participant. For her part, the director of Dimani, Ms. Hibo Mahmoud, recalled that Djibouti Telecom funded and financed these competitions like a sponsorship since 20-30 years, and this is an unprecedented occasion for them to recognize all the efforts made in this point. For his part, the Secretary of State for Sports, Hassan Mohammed Kamil, organized organizers of this big event and has started this initiative, and he congratulated all the winners team and participants of this event. He thanked the Djibouti Telecom who sponsorship sponsorship since 20 years, and this is an important occasion for them to recognize all the efforts made in this point for all the participants. The Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Robla Abdullah, yesterday presided over the closing ceremony of the workshop on the development of the National Community Health Strategy for the period 2024-2028. Also in attendance with the UNICEF representatives and the Gavi Country Coordinator for Djibouti, Donald Bambara, the Health and Nutrition and Population Director for the Middle East and North Africa regions and of the World Bank, Michel Graniolati, and the World Bank Operations Manager in line with the PNDS 2020-2024. The primary objectives of this workshop are improving the health and the well-being of the Djiboutian population through the involvement and mobilization of a committed and responsible community, considered an important level in the march towards universal health coverage. This national community health strategy will strengthen existing community health experience in the country through efficient interventions targeting the most vulnerable communities as a priority. The World Bank Directors of Health and the Nutritionists of the head of Gavi Alliance both praised the leadership of the Ministry of Health in organizing this meeting to strengthen and improve the health of population. In his speech, the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Robla Abdullah, congratulated all the players involved in the driving up this annual community. For his part, the departures from the towers of the region, the Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity, as part of the National Solidarity Week 2024 edition, the region of the Ali Sabih was chosen as the first stage of the regions of Al Sabih was chosen as the first stage of this tower. To this morning, Saturday, February 3, the delegation led by the Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity, Ulufa Ismail Abdo, composed of the Prefect of the region, Abdul Malik Muhammad Banoui, the President of the Regional Council, Sharmak Muhammad Hassan, and the Honorable Member of the Parliament, Omar Ahmed Wa'ais Safiya Almi, headed by the sub-locality of Dikri in the sub-prefecture of Holhol. The delegation led by the Minister of Rufa Ismail Abdo was given a warm and friendly welcome and a chance to mingle with the crowd. Afterwards, the Minister surrounded and the locality responding to the grievance and questions of this population. The Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity, Olufa Ismail Abdo, recalled that it was the National Solidarity Week and that it was the duty of the ministry to go out and to meet the population to find out about the state.
marka dambe soo noqoto wasiiraddu iyo wafdigan beeraha sheegaysa waa inaan aragnada insha allah
reer degree hooyo aabbo dhallin intuba waxaan leenahay waad mahadsantihiin soo dhaweynta fiican.
For his part, the Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity, Ulufa Ismail Abdul, has expressed his call the ministry to go out and meet the populations to find out about the state of progress of the various MAS program and project. She also recalled that thanks to MAS and IDDS, many social projects and programs have been launched in Ali Sabih. We know that many things remain to be done, notably the pass and card in the Ali Sabih region. Some 4,200 pass cards have been distributed, and it is true that Dikri has not benefited from this card, and the minister assured her compatriot in Dikri that they would receive the card as soon as possible. After Dikri, the delegation led by the Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity headed to the sub-locality of Beyade at the sub-prefecture of Holhol. There, the minister officially inaugurated the refectory and dormitory of the Beyade public primary school. These various structures were created to help and support some of the people living in the surrounding areas of Beyade who had difficulties attending the school. A win-win solution to prevent these children from dropping out of school. We will be coming back to this news in more details in tomorrow's edition. The ministry has inaugurated a refectory and dormitory in Beyade in the Holhol sub-prefecture with the aim of improving access to education for people from the surrounding villages. Previously, these children took risks traveling to Beyade by renovating these facilities. As for the near facilities, the Minister of Trade and Tourism, Mohammad Warsa Madiriya, took part in the work of the 13 sessions of the ZLECAf Trade Minister on January 13 and 31 in 2024 in Durban, South Africa. One of the highlights of the meeting was the strong support of member states for the participations of the ZLECAf flagship initiative to date, namely the Guided Trade Initiative launched in October 2022, with the 7 state parties having registered over 100 potential trades within the framework of ZLECAf preference. ZLECAf reference for goods such as coffee, tea, ceramic tiles, and will be benefit from tariff reductions on more than 96 products. Djibouti Post Offices and East Africa Bank signed a strategic partnership agreement at Djibouti Post Offices. The agreement covers a number of strategic points, including leasing of branch sites in the interior of the countries. East Africa Bank will lease 4 sites at Djibouti Post Offices in Tajara, Obok, Dikil, and Arta. These sites will enable each to offer its banking services to people in the country's interior. Djibouti Post and EIB to introduce a joint prepaid card bearing the seal of both institutions. This card will enable customers to carry out financial transactions such as deposits, payments, and money transfer online. Ibrahim Rashid Jafar, General Manager of East Africa, said he was delighted to sign this agreement with this Djibouti Post. This agreement will enable us to develop our presence in the interior of the countries and offer innovative banking services to the people of Djibouti.
We thank La Poste today. We've had a couple of discussions that has culminated to us looking at a partnership that would transcend East Africa Bank having a presence in a couple of La Poste branches. And this will be followed by other relationships that we are looking at. Services closer to our people, services closer to our customers, including the customers of East Africa Bank as well as the customers of La Poste. So we are looking at solidifying this relationship going forward by having several other discussions that all will be directed towards ensuring that our people are served. Discussions are ongoing on different thoughts that will direct service, different products between us and La Poste. And I thank the Director General, the entire staff of La Poste and East Africa Bank for bringing this forth, and inshallah.
As part of the month of the artists and mother tongue, the directions of the social insertions and youth organized a storytelling workshop in the Somali languages at the Center for Development of the Neighborhood 7. The event was led by Mr. Omar Yusuf, a renowned Somali languages writer from Djibouti, and was attended by the Minister of Technical Advisor and coordinator of activities for the month of the arts and mother tongue, Ms. Medina Salah, the director of social integrations of youth people and volunteering. This workshop is an important step in the promotions of mother tongue. For the international scene, women in Gaza faces a high risk of miscarriage, Palestinian Ministries of Health, which has reported.
Women, children, and newborn in Gaza are disproportionately appearing the burden of the escalation of hostilities in the occupied Palestinian territory, both of casualty and reduced access to health service. One, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East. As for the 3 November, according to the Ministry of Health data, 2,326 women and 3,716 children have been killed in Gaza, in the Gaza Strip, representing 67% of all the casualty, while 1,000 more have been injured. This means that the 420 children are killed or injured every day, some of them only a few months old.
This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.